The ruling party and the government have decided to exclude extremely difficult questions, which often test high schoolers beyond their ability level from the annual College Scholastic Ability Test starting this year.
여당과 정부는 올해부터 대학수학능력시험에서 공교육 과정에서 다루지 않는 초고난도 문항 출제를 배제키로 했습니다. So that was headline number 1, and I'm pretty sure this is what a lot of people are very much interested in, keeping their eyes and ears on to this issue, especially if you're in high school, if you're parents of kids in middle and high school, I guess. So yes, the ruling party and the government have decided to exclude extremely difficult questions. Exclude.
Right, and they're calling these killer questions, I was reading. So if you exclude something, you do not include it. So sometimes, you might feel that you're excluded from a group if you felt like, the other kids or something weren't including you in the games.
Like eliminated, I guess.
Yeah, you're not part of the group. You feel a bit excluded. But in this case, exclude is actually a good thing if these killer questions are not on this test.
Right,
Do you remember
right.
taking the 수능 yourself?
Well, no, I didn't take 수능.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
Because I took SAT. I went to college in the U.S.
Oh, right, okay.
And I know very well how difficult 수능 can be. And, a lot of people struggle with these killer questions, 초고난도 문항, right? And I'm pretty sure some of the students will be elated by this issue.
Yeah, I'm happy to hear it. I always feel bad for kids around that time of year.
Right. So exclude is 배제하다. 한국말로 배제하다라는 얘기죠. 그래서 이제 이런 초고난도 문항 출제를 이제는 하지 않는다, 배제한다. 그래서 exclude를 썼습니다. 자, 그 다음에 저희가 볼 expression은요, beyond their ability level 이라는 expression이 나왔어요. When test high schoolers beyond their ability level, they get questions that are beyond their ability level. Yeah, can you tell us about that expression?
That means that they're too difficult for them. And the way that I understand it is it's kind of unfair to ask that because it's not taught in regular school, so they shouldn't really be expected to know that. And that's what the whole thing comes down to.
Right.
In order to answer these questions, kids need to go to Hagwons, and then the families need to spend so much extra money on private education, and not everyone can do that.
Yeah. Well, when kids face questions that are beyond their ability, beyond their capacity, then I guess, what's the point of studying?
Yeah, what's the point in having that, right?
They get disappointed and, they feel, left out. And
It's just not really fair, right? It's not really fair to test kids on things that aren't being taught in school, right? Why should you have to go and you have to go to private education just to be able to answer those questions? It's not fair.
그 beyond라는 그 단어가요. 또 이런 expression도 있죠. Oh, it's beyond me.
Right.
Yeah, that expression.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. It's too far or too difficult for me to understand.
Right.
When space questions for me, or when I read about space
Anything
or
related
science.
to science.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just beyond me a lot of the time.
네, 정말 이 문제는 너무 알아듣기 힘들고 이해하기가 힘들어. 정말 나를 초월하는 그런 문제야. 이런 얘기할 때 it's beyond me 이렇게도 얘기해요. 그래서 beyond는 뭔가를 뛰어넘는다라는 얘기죠. 그래서 ability level, 능력 수준을 뛰어넘는다라는 뜻으로 이렇게 expression이 쓰여졌습니다.